What's going on? Welcome to Maho Radio, the one and only anime radio show in the whole goddamn Sekai. I'm your host, DN, formerly known as Director Nasty. We're here live on Twitch at Crash Out King DN. Nope. We're here live on Twitch at Crash Out King DN. Catch us on Maho Radio, the official channel on YouTube, on Spotify, and of course catch the clips on DN and the Yapper channel. Today we got a pretty good preview. We got, of course, the Just the Tip segment. With it being the holidays, there's not as many tips that we have to talk about. We, of course, got the quest board. Lots of cool things from the community side. Lots of dope questions. Your Sekai, your choice. And a waifu goddess Izakai round that you will not want to miss. And, of course, we got the awards of the week with some surprising guests popping up into the list. With that being said, let's get right into the first segment. As you know, we're going to just motherfucking tip, baby. The first tip we're hopping on today, it's a tip that's very familiar to us all, and we already know it's Dan the motherfucking Dan, baby. Dan. The Sarpo Sapiens, the goddamn aliens, they're absolutely fucking hilarious. It's like if Dumb and Dumber got abducted, their DNA sucked, regurgitated, reproduced, and aliens are like, this is what we're supposed to be as humans. This is peak human form. We shall go forth and pretend to be them. But it's like, bro, y'all are dumb and dumber. I think one of my favorite parts of the alien shenanigan, not the Chiquita dude, right? It's how they treat him like a second-class citizen. They're like, listen, free laborer, you are failing us. We're cutting your income. And it's like, and the Chiquita dude's like, what I do? How's it my fault that they OP? Why y'all yelling at me for? Like, why y'all making me the bad guy? I honestly felt bad for him. The other funny part was where they were doing the goddamn, they're like, the three of us together have the ability to negate psychic abilities, but nobody can move. We call it the awesome zone. It's like, but wait, Johnny, there's more. Because none of us can move while we build this awesome zone, that's why we hired part-time labor. Go beat their asses. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And of course, anytime the Sarpo Sapiens pop up, everybody got to get butt naked right now. And I don't know why, but it's hilarious that Okarun is literally spends the entire episode one nut, one stick out the whole goddamn episode. But good on him. At a certain point when he transformed, he's like, I'm not even hiding it no more. It is what it is. Me and this shot, we just gotta do some work. And it was dope. Fucking colorful ass episode. Absolutely wild. It was a wild ass one. One of the more wild episodes I've seen. I keep saying that when Dan ends the season, I want to go back and do a dub rewatch so I can really enjoy the animation and all the depiction. Because some of the choreography from this episode was absolutely amazing. The fight dancing with Okarun and Ayera was fucking dope. The way that they're like using each other's abilities. He's like, I'm fast, you can hit. So I'll do the dodging, you do the kicking. And they was doing a tango ass whoop on this man. Literally piecing them the fuck up. They was doing some crazy work. And of course, best girl Momo was out here holding it down, being the centerpiece, the MV motherfucking P of the whole crew. Put her in the middle with the V because you know she don't forget it. I'm not gonna say that joke out of respect for Momo. I say. But I love the moments of her Okarun. Absolutely beautiful. The jealousy where like twice Ayera's like, yeah, I'm not backing down. I'm taking your man, and she lost complete fucking focus. I like that. I like the Dan right now. They're not afraid to use some of the modern memes and shit because I very much feel like that the whole zoom into her face, bad pixel gif looking ass shit when her jaw drops after the first time Ayera says it was an absolute unnecessary but hilarious zoom in. I think the pop culture reference is right there in front of us, and that was pretty dope. Um, yeah, it was just a lot of it's Dan just does everything right, man. They do everything right. They give you chaos, they give you action. What I love most, one of my favorite things about Dan right now is nothing is an actual ass pull. Even the way they defeated the monster at the end was not an ass pull. It was foreshadowed early on. If you're paying attention in the last episode, while Momo was actually messing with the damn mantis thing, the teacher's talking in the background, and he's literally giving the sauce, only for that to come full circle and be the way that they defeat it. It's beautiful, man. You gotta give flowers when they're due, and that's one of those moments where like, yo, y'all didn't have to do that. Like y'all could have figured out a different way. It could have been like an ass pull. Could have been just like power friendship. But y'all really pulled some shit like that was meaningful. You didn't waste any anime space. Everything that was shown and depicted, it mattered. It had weight, and it moved the story forward in a way or another. Dan the Dan does such a great job at it. Fun, fucking, tastic stuff. But yeah, good ass shit. I'm excited for next episode with the fallout of the famed. I heard there was a lot of controversy when this was in the manga, and when I saw it animated, I didn't understand what the controversy was. It made sense to me. They were about to get R-worded by some aliens and have their organs harvested. So what's the first thing that the aliens do when they want to do those stuff to you? They take your clothes off. So they never got their clothes back on. They defeated them, and then they ended up in the hallway. And then whatever ensued. Like, what? Where's the controversy in this? I feel like they made the characters in the show, the characters in the manga slash anime, handled it way better than the community around it did. Because that was supposed to be controversial. I don't understand why. It was very much a, oh damn, you are, oh my god, I am, oh damn, we should get the hell up out of here. And they booked it. I don't understand what the controversy is. I feel like if you made it this far in the Dan, like there was like, and there was like multiple previously attempted R's in like the first episode and then like the third episode. So I'm like, what are we talking about here? Why was this controversial? But maybe I'm ignorant to it. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe it's a thing of like this is one of those moments of fake or selected outrage where one person was like, "Wow, that made me uncomfortable," and people are like, "You know what? Yeah, me too." When in the way it was depicted, I really took no reason why this should be controversial of them being naked and laid up together in the hallway. It just made sense how they got there. Maybe it's because they're young, but like again, go back to episode one. What are we doing in this whole show? We're looking for a little boy's two balls. Wow, that sentence coming out of my mouth, it sounded so wrong, bro. Like, I know. Anyways. I say all that to say, I think they're selective. I feel like people just want something to get mad at. They chose this to get mad at. This is the way they want to be mad at. Go ahead, trip away, be mad. But for me, very, very like low diff controversy on that episode. It's like I don't know. I don't know what would have made it worse or not worse. It's just I don't see it. But maybe I'm ignorant. So y'all could educate me and let me know if I'm the one tripping on this one. All right. The next tip we're jumping on is a surprising tip. Oh wait. It is not a surprising tip. Oh, I put it in the wrong place. It's Blue Lock. I had it in the wrong order. Haha. Believe it or not, the backstory on this episode, because I thought we were gonna get more soccer, we didn't. We literally had a halftime and we took a halftime. I like everything Ego had to say, route them, finish this off. Don't let them breathe. You guys understand how what you did worked. It's gonna take improvising, it's gonna take experience. You're gonna have to crush them before they can come back. But I'm excited to see what the U20 Japan team's gonna do with Shido back. Because with that being said, moving into the backstory for Rin and Sai, I was expecting it to be way more toxic. I was expecting to be toxic, right? But it actually ended up being way more toxic than I could have imagined. But it was also toxic in a way where like I didn't see that coming. As far as I was concerned, I thought Sai did something to Rin specifically, and Rin was looking for the get back. Or Sai did something to Rin that was like unforgivable, and Rin was like, I'll make him pay for this. When I found out why Rin and Sai are on different or don't fuck with each other right now, I loved it, bro. Cause what I saw was a big brother who went to the world, got some experience, got knocked down, and decided to readjust his goals based on his new experiences. And I saw a little brother who said, well, that's fucking bullshit. Fuck your new experiences. You said you're gonna do this with me, so we're gonna do it, or else. He's like, or else, or else. And he's like, let me show you why. And then he proceeded to show him what was up, and he ain't like it. If anything in this situation, if I'm being honest with you, between Rin and Sai, do you know who's actually the toxic one in Blue Lock Brother Bash 2? It's fucking Rin. Rin is the fucking bad guy in this story. They try to make me believe that Atoshi Sai was some pretentious asshole jerk prick. Whole time he's a loving Oni-san with the little brother that's just a fucking that just refuses to understand reality or just be okay with what was presented to him. But hey, whatever. To each their own. It was very much one of those times where I'm like, yo, this was wild. This is way more toxic than I ever could have imagined. And the person who I thought was a perpetrator was not the fucking perpetrator. And the person who I thought, yo, it just fucking threw me for a loop, bro. Absolutely threw me for a loop. But it's good writing, man. It's absolutely good writing. And there's nothing else to be said about it. I will also say, yo, Batra's mama. Oh my god. I knew she was bad when we saw her in his backstory episode, and she was in her little patent overalls and the light blue and being all cutesy and shit. But seeing her with Asagi's parents, I'm like, yo, that's a woman, bro. And she's out there wearing a dress, fitting that thing, filling it out. God damn, I ain't gonna hold you. That was a highlight of the whole motherfucking episode. And she was only on screen for maybe like 65 seconds, but that was 63 seconds more than I needed to get what I wanted. We was in that. Matter of fact, I need y'all to send me that to Discord because I gotta bring that shit back. I need that as a screensaver or something. Y'all gonna be like, really? Batra's mama? Yo, what can I say? I like adult characters. We talk about it all the time. Yo, you got a MILF in these shows? Oh, sign me up. I don't give a fuck. And then in a dress? Ah, let me stop. I'm moaning too much. Let me stop. Anyways, that's the Blue Lock tip. Let me know what you guys think. Who's right, who's wrong versus in Rin versus Sai. I firmly believe that as of right now, from what we've seen depicted, I think Rin's the one being a little donk about it. He's being a little doucher, a little dipshit about it. I do think Sai is, he should have heard Sai out, but there's no reason for them to be at odds. The person to me who made the break and put them at odds is Rin for his unrealistic expectations. But whatever. I digress. Y'all let me know who y'all think is more toxic in that situation. Also, let me know who's better. Batra's mama or Chigiri's sister? Because Chigiri's sister's looking bad too. I ain't gonna hold you. Lee said that Chigiri still clears his sister though. I had to look at him funny. But I was like, you know what? That's a beautiful boy, but I'm not choosing him over his sister. But I'm definitely choosing Batra's mama over both of them. It's a wash, son. Absolute wash. All right, the next tip we're jumping on is a bleach. In the bleach tip, we got Shunsui back at his games. He got a good jump on the sniper, but the escalation risk of his Zanpakuto are so absolutely extreme. I love the choreography of the fight. How he was explaining how he uses the shadow clones, how he ran up on the goddamn sniper real quick. Sniper's like, oh, I get this game. Then Sensui's like, do you get this game? He's like, you don't get this game because look, I just cut you. He's like, oh shit. And then the escalation happens. He fucking ults. He's ready to fucking beef. Freaking Sniper turns into a majestic ass goddamn deer. Shensui's like, guess what, bitch? Watashi wa Bankai. And of course, his Bankai's a bad bitch. Oh, it makes so much sense. It also makes so much sense that his Bankai would be some shoddy that like a Sundari shoddy that also happens to love him. Like some people like Sundari, whatever. She cares for him though. She does. I was talking with brother Zachary earlier, and it was very much he said something. He said something that I felt, but I could not articulate well. For as good as a job as they did with Shinshui versus Sniper with his Zanpakuto and explaining the powers and really flexing how high level he is at currently using his Zanpakuto and the game that he's playing against his opponent was fan fucking tastic. Exactly that they did not do that with his Bankai. Their Bankai, I don't want to say it felt rushed because I feel like that's disrespect. But I do feel like the Bankai came out and it was like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, finale. And it's like, is this actually it? Are we done here? And I felt like it was not rushed. I'll say anticlimactic. No, I don't even like saying anticlimactic because that can be inflammatory in its own right. but because it's inflammatory, I'm gonna use it. It felt anticlimactic. I wanted the same fleshed out explanation for the Bankai that I got for the first game. Or the first game, you could have just let him flex and just have fun and then explain to me the Bankai. But I also feel like I'm doing that like woulda, shoulda, coulda, where, what they showed me, what they depicted, in the moment, I felt great. I loved it. Fucking solid ass episode for the week. But I did want more from the Bankai. With the Ichigo stuff, we barely got a little bit of it. We got Noi doing a little trash talking, and Ichigo like not really putting together that he's being poisoned slash paralyzed. So I'm excited to see that fight continue. But I hope we go back to the Mayuri one because we thought that one was done, but I don't think it's done. So I don't know what we're gonna do next. What did you think about the new Bankai we got to see unleashed? Do you believe that the sniper is actually defeated? I think very much right now, the going story is with these Quincy's. They underestimate you. You get a one up on them. They ult, and then you ult, and then somebody's gonna end up winning. We saw Renji and Ishida, but Ishida took that W. We saw it with Mayuri and Perita slash the left hands. We thought Mayuri had that bagged up, had it done, but we saw his Bankai get torn apart from the inside out. And yeah, I'm just what's the next iteration? Where are we going from here? So you give me the over unders on your fights. I got Mayuri for the win. I got Ichigo from the win, but I got Shunsui. I don't want to say he's gonna lose, but I think he's gonna take this dude out. But he's also done. I don't see him going forward. But it's like as head captain, it's like, yo, you got to catch up, bro. You need to get to Orihime so she can reject some of this stuff out of you. But let me know what your over unders are on the fights. No spoilers, of course, please. Oh wait, there can't be spoilers. This is down here Blood War. I don't think no. Is this anime original? No, it's not anime original. Don't spoil it though. Thank you. But yeah, one of my favorite parts of Bleach, though, is always the philosophies that they're spitting, right? And the philosophy for this one is like, I feel like what it means to be the head captain and to be the one that carry the burden of Soul Society and uphold like the court guards. Like, if the best person amongst y'all says y'all go ahead, I got it, like nobody should second guess him. That's the best of y'all. If y'all can't put your trust in him, how can y'all put your trust in each other? And I love how the captain with the bob cut with the sex with the Rihanna bob. I never remember his name, but we were talking about him earlier too, because he has a Zanpakuto that also alters illusions in reality. And he was one like trying to spit it to him. He's not here. You know what that means? That means he trusts us. We got to keep going, and we got to have the same respect and trust him too. He gonna handle business, and we're just gonna be good. So it's like I love the philosophies that always pop up in Bleach. They do a real good job weaving it within the story, no wasting of space, and that's part of the reason why I want to. And I know I'm circling around again. I really want to know more about the Bankai. I wanted the story on the Bankai because it felt like they left a lot on the table in my opinion. But whatever. That being said, let me know what you thought about Bleach this week. Who do you think? What's the over unders for the fights? Who's winning? Who's losing? Who are we never gonna see again? Comment down below. That is the end of just the tip. We're moving into the next thing. We're going to the quest board, motherfucker. First thing we got on the quest board is danmachi production hiatus. Is this a sign of things that come or a one-off issue for the series? Danmachi has done a good job in the last 4 years, the last 4 seasons. Never a production issue. There have been people have complained about some animation on the episodes. Me personally, I have never seen danmachi not deliver animation on a good animation on a single episode. There's been moments where is there a lapse? Sure. But like what show doesn't? But like not deliver is insane. This type of not delivering, going on hiatus, aka production issues, it's always scary. After the production issues of 2023, where we saw so many shows get bodied, bro. We saw Uncle from Another World get bodied. We saw Zom 100 get bodied. We saw Near Autonoma get bodied, like crazy ass production issues on all three, with Near being the worst. I believe the season took 10 months for the whole season to come out, which is absolutely unheard of. Insane. This year, a lot of anime have survived minimal production issues. I think a lot of anime are moving to the two core system where they can really get their bearings. do work on one core, have it completed, and as that core is airing, finishing the second core, which I think does a good job of buying them a little bit of time to make sure that if there's gonna be production issues, it's like a built-in production issue where it's like, no, it's just another core, it's not production delay, not that. So with danmachi hitting this, do you guys feel like danmachi has enough momentum where this production break they're gonna be able to overcome it, or do you feel like there's gonna be a falter in the views? How many production issues are you willing to give an anime that's currently airing before you no longer entertain it? For me personally, you got like either 2 different weeks of skip episodes or one back-to-back week. If you're gone for 2 weeks, I don't feel like I have to pick you back up if you come back on that third week. Like if the views, and I hate to sound like one of these people, but like reaction wise, if the views are fucking popping, yeah, that is like, nah, we gotta come back to it. If something like, let's say Dan, I think could survive, 2 week production delay. Danmachi, although I love Danmachi, I don't see the community loving Danmachi in the same way. So I worry what this production issue is gonna do. I truly do. I don't know if there's a perfect number for the amount of time or how many episodes somebody should put up with production issues, knowing that, you don't know if your show's coming back, you don't know when it's coming back. Is it just a 1 week thing and we're good? And then even after that, if there's any drop in quality during that production hiatus, people are gonna look and be like, you took an extra week. Why is this still fucked up? Or what did y'all do that week for? Or it's like y'all took that week and you put out a mid-ass episode animation wise. So like, are we supposed to expect this for the rest of the season? Because you guys kind of feel like you're behind. It raises a lot of questions that I don't know if it's really good for the industry. I often ask this, what is the solution to this? What do we actually do about this issue? Like, how do we prevent production issues from popping up? I understand that there's an element of, going the show and jump the syndicated way of like producing episodes week by week as they're coming out. To what effect? I actually don't know. It doesn't actually make sense to me. My ideal dream would be if you have a 13 episode season, before episode 1 comes out, you should at least be on episode 8. So that way, like if there's things that need to be fixed in the first couple episodes, you could take people off the team to go fix those. But so you have a perpetual lead on what you're doing. And if there's something like pop culture wise that you actually want to do or implement or animate that just recently happened, because you're so far ahead, if you were to take like a 1 week or a couple days off of working on a new episode to go back and input something in an episode, I think you would avoid those production issues. But again, I only have limited knowledge on the industry. So there might be things that I'm not thinking about, I'm not considering, that I would never fathom that lead to these production issues. But I always get scared when one of my favorite shows does a production hiatus. A regular hiatus, like, yeah, this was a scheduled break. Everybody knew we weren't dropping an episode this week. It's okay. It's like, oh, okay, cool. But the moment I hear production reasons, it's like, oh shit. Like, oh my god, here we go. Here we fucking go. And I don't think I don't think Danmachi is one of those shows that can really afford it right now. But you guys let me know below. What do you think? Do you think Danmachi will be okay after this production issue? Do you think that we're gonna see it continue to pop up and fester? Let me know below. All right, let me read the chat because I definitely forgot to do that. Spoken about BRB, but I'm gonna hit the hub real quick. Core 2 from Dan should be this year, I think. That's nice. What's going on, Scar? What's up, OG and Bet 10-4 reaction type shit? Yeah, it's a show. Just chilling. A good. Hey. That was quick. Did you release Bankai on Social 2? Great. I'm afraid. Oh my god, y'all are disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. All right, we're nice and caught up. Okay. So, next thing on the quest board, we have Friends with Benefits anime coming in 2025. There is a Friends with Benefits romance series, Koretete Doko Karakoi Desuka. I have no clue what the fuck it means. This is on a cover upcoming anime friend issue. Romance about a 28-year-old woman who found out she was a secret side piece of what she assumed was her boyfriend for 3 years. Drunk and devastated, Lord knows what she did. I love it. Just 2 weeks ago on Sauce Maho Radio, we were literally talking about this. Why is there not more adult themed animes, mangas, things like that? Adult characters, adult themes, adult happenings and going ons. Because I feel like romance and rom com is all cool and fun and lighthearted and feel good when it's in high school. But I want to see some like just solid romance stuff from adults happening. And this is right up that alley. Fucking friends with benefits. My question is, maybe I'm asking the wrong crowd. I don't know. Y'all niggas tell me. But have you ever had a friends with benefit? Did it go the way you thought it would go? Did you catch feelings? Did they catch feelings? Or did everyone understand the assignment? I'm very excited to see what route this anime is gonna take. Cause if it's supposed to be a romance, then I feel like it's gonna start off as friends with benefits, and then there'll be a triangle, maybe a square, depends how many people she fucking with. And we'll see what happens, comes around. Or definitely what'll happen is the old dude will see her with the new dude, and then all of a sudden he'll want to be like, "Oh my god, now I want you. I'll leave her." Blasey blah, the typical BS. But I'm real excited about this because of the unknown. Very much unknown. I never would have imagined. Well, actually, I ain't gonna hold you. Now I think about it. Now I really think about it. There's kind of a friends with benefits anime already, and it's called Domestic Girlfriend. But at the same time, it's not really friends with benefits, but it is kind of friends with benefits. But I'm excited to see this play on it. Y'all let me know. Have you had an experience with the friend with benefit or not? I'll talk about Shunsui Bankai so bad, but I'm biting my tongue. We'll do call in. I'll do call ins later. You could come in and handle business. You don't have to bite no more. Whoa. That was suggestive, but okay. But yeah, so I'm excited for the Friends with Benefits anime. Have you read this anime? Did you hear about it? Is this your first time? Are you going to indulge in it? It is coming. It is the anime coming out. Wait, anime? Friends with Benefits romance series? Oh, romance series. It's not an anime, it's a romance series, but who knows? I gotta read Domestic Girlfriend. Maybe I'll read this trash next. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. We are getting into the hardest ever waifu goddess isekai. This, as you can see, is going to be an absolute terror. I wish you all the best and good luck. What this says is, who is the hottest female character? And they show 9 of the baddest shawties in all the land. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you right now. This is a hard one. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know where I was gonna go with this one. But this is one of those ones where it's like it's gonna be a struggle. So what I want to do is I want to go row by row by row, and then column by column by column, and that's how we're gonna do the waifu goddess isekai. It's about to be tough as hell. So make sure you get your pen and papers. Make sure you have everything you need, and we're good. Why is Rimuru there? Do you know what a slime could do for you? Like, you don't want to get slimed out? I'm looking at you funny. Slime me out? Slime me out? Okay. So, first row, Fubuki from One Punch Man, Rias Grimmery from College DxD, and Nico Robin. Waifu Goddess Isekai. Go ahead, put who you're gonna do. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you right now, this this one is a hard one because this one I'm doing purely out of respect for my boy YBR. This is very respectful in the most respectful way. I'm going to waifu Fubuki. I'm going Goddess Rias, and I'm Isekai Nico Robin. I'm Isekai Nico Robin. I'll tell you right now, don't ever tell Lee I don't respect him. That's my dog. That's my homie. Cause me personally, after I understood what Nico Robin's powers was, and I really understood like the potential for it was too late. That was already his waifu. That was already his goddess. And I couldn't do nothing about it because he staked his claim and he stuck a good claim. Cause there's a good tan version, there's a good light version. Her powers, yo, I can only imagine the fucked up shit I would have this woman do to me with those powers. But out of respect for my dog, I'm Izakaiing her ass right to him. Right to him. I'm not doing it. So yeah, I'm going waifu Fubuki. Goddess Rias, Izakai Robin to my homie's lap. Fubuki just cause hair mostly. Waifu Robin, Goddess Fubuki, Izakai Rias. You know what? Whew. Breathe, breathe. Don't yell at him. Don't let him talk about your goddess like that. You okay? 10 toes down. We're gonna move on to the next row before I pop off on Brother Boki. I'm mad. I'm sad because Rias would win most other contests. Fair. Boki less M&A Lord and she a devil. What? Fuboki is an eminent of the Lord and she a devil. Is that what you mean? I'm gonna come back and read that later. Next row, we're doing Yorochi, Albedo, and Esdeath. So this one's easy. I'm going waifu Albedo. I feel like as a succubus who's never been touched, she's gonna be great for a couple nights. Fantastic, a good time. I'm gonna goddess Yorochi because if you don't goddess Yorochi, I don't know if you're human. I just don't know if you're human. Who doesn't like Yorochi? Like, honestly, just go ahead, take some rope, throw it over something high, and just go play in traffic with it. Cause like Yorochi. And I'm an Izakai as death. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. The limited knowledge I have about as you know what? No, I changed my mind. I'm waifuing as death. I'm gotta sing Yorochi, and I'm Izakaiing Albedo. As death has like we just learned this because of Lee. We just learned dark feminine energy. As death has that. Where like she'll like you, she'll love you, but she'll be kind of cold to you. She'll press you sometimes. And other times she'll try to crush you with her womanly might. But as a man, you can't let her do that. No, 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 no. I feel like that's something I could really enjoy. We'd have a good back and forth, a good push and pull between us. That'd be electric. I don't think I'd have that with Albedo. If anything, Albedo would smite me, swat me like a fucking fly because I'm not Ein Sama. So with that being said, yeah, no, 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 no. I changed my mind. Esdeath probably hurt me too, but I think we'd have a good time before she hurts me. Praise be, waifu, Albedo, Goddess Yorochi, Izuka, Esdeath. I know Esdeath, hell nah. Did I make a bad call with Esdeath? Did I make a bad, I might have made a bad call. Because I have very limited knowledge. Very limited knowledge. But like, look at the sweet smile of this lady. Look at that sweet smile. You gonna die? Who cares? Who cares? Last line. We're going Tsunade, Akano, Habana. Yo, I know. Okay, I'm gonna roll my sleeves up. As that is a top tier yandere. Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! Sign me up. I like the yandere. If she like me, she gonna spin about me. Yeah, spin about me. Spin about me. What we talking about here? Hell yeah! What? Oh, alrighty then. Bring it. Are you serious? Shit. Anyways, this last row, this bottom row, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's gonna be real unpopular on this one. I'm ready to be hated for my decisions on this bottom one. I'm telling you right now, should military type yandere too much of a hazard? Dark feminine, authoritative. Oh, boots, gloves. Ooh, some leather. I was missing some oil and a riding crop, and we're there. What? Anyways, I digress. I'm going. Take the trash out. Yeah, so on this bottom row between Tsunade, Akano, and Habanya, I gotta make a tough decision. But anybody who knows me isn't gonna be surprised by this. But at the same time, like I'm prepared for the consequences. I'm gonna waifu Habanya. I'm gonna goddess Akano, and I'm Izakaiing Tsunade. Yep. Yes, I did. I'm telling you, look, Habanya, just look at her. Dark skin, sweet eyes, lovely woman, powerful. Like, how can you not? How can you not? Now, when it comes down to Tsunade and Akano, I'm not gonna lie to you. Akano has that goddamn Uchiha flair. It's the dark hair, it's the red eyes, it's the daddy issues, the tortured soul, the tiggle bitties, the lightning play, all of it. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for every moment of it. I don't care. Tsunade, Honestly, I didn't even think back in the Shippuden, I didn't even think Tsunade was the baddest bitch there. The Mikage, the water Mikage that spit lava, I thought she was better than Tsunade. Tsunade wasn't even topping her show, bro. She wasn't even topping her show. I hate to say it, but I'm not picking Tsunade, bro. Izakai, bye bye. Take it easy. Sayonara. See you later. Don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you. I want nothing to do with it. Tsunade could go, bro. Tsunade could go. That's just the truth. I know. I honestly, you don't understand how much I love like the tanned and dark skinned characters in anime. Like Habanya, like it shouldn't like I'm not saying it was actually close between Habanya and Akano for the goddess spot. It wasn't as close as I'm about to make it seem, but there's an aesthetic with that tan and the tan lines fucking feated, bro. So was it close? Not really. Close enough, like to admit, not at all. But like, I had to think about it. I thought about it for a half second, bro. I did think about it for a half second. Waifu Tsunade, Brother Book says, Waifu Tsunade, Goddess Akano, Izakai Habanya. I respect that. Remember, Tsunade looks young because of her jutsu. That's okay. I told you I love MILFs. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with Tsunade being a weirdo, like using the jutsu to like downplay herself. I don't. It doesn't bother me at all. Like, so whether she look like a granny and them things is kind of saggy, or she pulls it up and looks like a brand new hoe, I'm not going to complain one way or another. But at the same time, it's not my problem because I isekai her ass. Bye bye. She's a griff. She is a gilf and a griff, so you know. Oh, she is a griff. Oh, she's a griff. Oh, not even just a gilf. She's a grill. Oh shit. We know Sonata has both healing and slime slug powers. You go for 10 times longer plus no hangover. That sounds fun and all, but nah, nah, nah. I don't know. Just nah. I honestly, if I know nothing about what it came down to, right, for who else is a kind of between Tsunade and Habana, it was if I knew nothing about the two characters and I just saw them at the same damn time, who am I picking? Habana, just off of straight looks. She fits a lot of the aesthetics that I like in anime sometimes. That's it. It's nothing against Tsunade, but Habana just fits more things that I like. That's it. I need like 15 minutes. Yeah, as long as she gets her, as long as she gets hers, why does it matter how long I go for? I don't care. Like the fuck? Huh? I know I could have some nice regrets with Tsunade. I'm fucking dead. Some nice regrets. I don't know what you mean by that, but sir, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you real funny right now. Okay, now we're going down the columns. We're going down the columns. So, first column, we got Fubuki, Hirochi, Tsunade. Waifu Goddess Izakai. Ooh wee. I'm flipping this one. I'm gonna waifu Tsunade because I'm taking Tsunade over Fubuki. I'm goddessing Yorochi still because if you don't goddess Yorochi, like, are you alive? Are you human? And Fubuki, yeah, you get the Izakai on this one, girl. See you later. Sayonara. See you never. Next middle, Rias, Alberto, and Akano. Oh shit! The classic battle. The classic battle. I'm gonna tell you right now, where is Izakai Alberto? Where is Izakai Alberto right now? I don't even have to think about it. When it comes down to Riaz and Akano, guess what? I'm standing on fucking business. Waifuing Riaz and Akano stays the fucking goddess. I said it in every college DxD reaction that ever exists. There is no world where I can live in where I would choose Rias Grimory over Akano. I would never. I don't. It's the aesthetic. There's so many. Honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes it's the VA. That VA for Akano, I loved her. I love Akano's VA. That her play on words. How when she got sad, you could the expressive. Bro, Akano, bro. Akano is the goddess, bro. In this tier, no question about it. Brother Boki says, Waifu Tsunade, Goddess Yorochi, Izakai Fuboki, easy facts. Waifu Riaz, Goddess Akano, Izakai Albedo, based. Fucking based. He's on my wavelength, ladies and gentlemen. He is on my wavelength. And in the last row, oh man, sorry, Lee. I'm gonna have to break the rules on this one. We have Robin, Esdet, and Habana. I'm not gonna lie to you. Out of respect, the ultimate respect for my boy Lee, I'm gonna continue to Izakai Robin. But if he wasn't here, I'd waifu her. That's all I'm gonna say. If he didn't choose her, I'd waifu her. I'd waifu the fuck out of her, but I'll never tell him that. But yeah, we're Izakai and Robin for my dog. Izakai and Robin. We're gonna waifu as death, and we're going to Goddess Habana in this row. We're gonna Goddess Habana in this row. No fucking cap. She fits the better aesthetic. I feel like I'd have a better time with Habana. As death, I have limited information on her, and I'm not gonna lie to you, brother Boki put the fear of the Lord in me when he said, "You gonna die," and I was like, "Oh shit, oh shit, god damn it." I mean, considering both Riaz and Akano are into the harm ending, you get both anyway. Yo, honestly, here's the problem, right? The problem is always like this. And yes, I'm about to apply real life logic to anime, bitches. Even if you find one that's okay with being in a harem, it's hard to find two that's okay with being in a harem. So it's very much one of those scenarios where, like, even in College DxD, it was very much explained that Rias will accept a harem, but Akano will Rias will Rias will tolerate a harem. Akano will accept a harem. And it doesn't sound like there's a big difference there, but there is a massive world of difference there. Massive, at least in my opinion. You guys can comment down below what you think. I think there's a huge gap there between I will tolerate a harem where I hear, oh, you're gonna go hang out with her, okay. Or it's like, when is my turn gonna be? When's my day? You've been spending a lot of time over there. I hear tolerate a harm versus accepting a harm. It's like, you're going over there? Okay, talk later. Okay, bye. Can I come with? It's like, oh, can I come have fun with y'all? It's like, we should do this together. When I hear tolerate and accept, that when I say tolerate accept, I don't know if you could hear those subtle differences and how I was phrasing things, but that's a difference. Like I don't wanna feel like every time I'm leaving, every time I'm either with the whole harm, somebody's sad, or when like I'm with one part of the harm but not the other part of the harm. Like they're like sitting here like being all depressed and emo, like I'm missing you. Like that shit could be cute though. I ain't gonna lie. There's a world where like that's cute. The longing and wanting and a little bit of jealousy and the pouting. That shit could be cute, but I feel like there's gonna be times where I just don't want to deal with it, and it's gonna happen, and now I'm gonna feel like the asshole because I'm like, versus the one who's accepting the harm is like gonna be like, I'm like, yo, it's so easy when I'm here. Like, why can't she be like you? And then, whoo, that's once you drop that bomb. Once you drop that bomb, you can't take it back. So yeah, listen, tolerate to accept pipeline is manageable. Pun intended. Real. You know what? Nah, give him real applause. He's a braver man than me, ladies and gentlemen. I could never. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I don't want. You know what? But I also know I have this internal issue where I feel like I spend a lot of my life just being tolerated by people and not actually accepted. So now that I'm older, that's something that I won't. I don't tolerate. I don't tolerate. If I feel like you're just tolerating me, not truly accepting me, or I don't feel accepted, then I'm just gonna move on. I'm like, all right, cool, cool, cool. So, no harm, no foul. I don't feel no types of way too much. You do you, I'll do me, and we'll just keep it pushing like that. I die trying, and die you fucking would, my boy. And die you fucking would. But yeah, so that's the end of the biggest grid of waifu goddess izakaya I've ever had. This was actually fun as hell. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder, but to be honest with you, like when you're going row by row and column by column, you already kind of know who you like, and what you won't. You know what I mean? If I had to choose who's the best on this board out of all nine, I'm gonna stand on business and I'm gonna tell you what I've been telling you. If you're not picking your Orochi, what are we fucking doing here? I will say the top three on this board is definitely Yorochi, Nico, and Yorochi, Robin, and Akano. But Yorochi stands like tall above everybody else. If she angry, I can make mean quesadilla. I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead. But yeah, in my opinion, the top three on this board is Yorochi, Robin, and Akano. But Yorochi got to take the cake. And if not Yorochi, it's gonna be Akano, and then Robin third. But I respect for my boy Lee. Robin don't even exist in this universe. Habana is the third actually third fiddle. It's anyways, um, and some chocolate as dessert. You're gonna give her me as dessert? That's kind of presumptuous of you. I'd be interested, but okay. Kind of presumptuous, but okay, buddy. Anywho's, um, for the last part of the quest board before we move on, I have a your Sekai, your choice right now. So, the your Sekai, your choice goes like this. Hear me out. Would you rather go to nationals and win, but the girl you like doesn't make it to hers, and she always feels unfulfilled, so you break up eventually? Or you don't make nationals, but the girl you like does and wins, but you resent her for as long as you're together. You have a little edge of resentment for as long as you stay together. I thought this was an interesting your Sekai, your choice, because this isn't the exact position that Taiki Kun finds himself with Chi Senpai, but it's close. It's very close and similar because there's a world in an ideal, shonen rom com sports world. You both make it, you both win, you both stay together, you're both champions, everything works out. Or if it's a bittersweet ending, you both lose, you both don't make it, but you find each other and you're happy together as losers. That came off way more fucked up than I intended it to. That came off way more fucked up than I intended it to. I'm not. Stop. But this one, we've reached a point in Blue Box where I have no intention of really talking about Blue Box today, but after today's episode, it became very apparent to me that there is constant misunderstandings and miscommunications going on between Taiki and Chi Senpai. There is there is there's this not phenomenon. There's this commonality where sometimes you're already thinking something in your head and you talk to a couple people and the thing that you've been talking about in your head just kind of becomes a little bit more apparent, or like you start to build a foundation on top of something that was kind of rocky and you're not really standing on business the way you think you are. So it really made me think about Chi Senpai and Taiki's potential moving forward. And given what has happened recently, it's like what would you have preferred, Taiki? Like, what if you won, you went to Inter High, she lost and she didn't, but now you could be with her until the next season starts. Or maybe, but she resents you, man. Like she really don't fuck with you. She's like, yo, he's living my fucking dream right now, and I'm supposed to be with him, and I'm supposed to be happy for him, but I'm not. I'm pissed the fuck off. Or it's like you the loser, and she made it, but like you're not truly happy for her. There's a part of you that's like, damn, man, maybe if I wasn't like, so focused on her, thinking about her as much, or maybe if she wasn't like such a good smelling distraction, I would have made it. If I wasn't like, if I didn't have her on the brain, maybe I could have moved faster. I'd had the reaction time I was looking for. So what do you guys think in that your Sekai, your choice? I think for me, to be honest with you, this is a shitty choice. It's two hard endings. But for me personally, I would rather, if I'm being a hopeless romantic, I think I'd rather I don't make nationals, my girl makes it and she wins, and I just kind of resent her, but we stay together. Because I feel like although resentment is a very strong inflammatory word, I feel like over time that resentment would very much be like a Tootsie Pop, right? When you start eating it, it's huge, it's in your mouth, but as you eat it, it shrinks, it goes down, and then it turns into the Tootsie part, and then it's gone eventually, or it's stuck between your teeth at the very least. I feel like resentment would very much work that way, whereas like I didn't make nationals, she did make nationals, but I got the girl, and I'm a little mad, I'm a little bit of hater in the back of my mind, but over time, as I get more accomplishments and do more things in life, that resentment's just gonna go away. It's gonna go away, right? Versus I win, I got this achievement, I got this accomplishment, but seeing somebody that, I really wanted to share this with and they're just not happy for me, I think that would ruin my accomplishment. I feel like that would ruin my accomplishment. I'd be like, damn, I did all this. I've reached the pinnacle of my sport, the top of the totem pole, and you can't be happy for me? And so we gotta break up over it? It's like we gotta break up over it. It's like I wouldn't have done this to you. Ooh, there's that line. Oh, that's toxic. I'm toxic. There's that line. I wouldn't have done this to you. Because in my mind, I already know if I had the resentment, I would do my best not to hold it against that person. I would minimize it and I would be like, nah, we could work this out because I know I'm just being a hater. Versus like if I'm the one with the accomplishment and my partner's a hater, that would fuck it up for me. It's like, damn. But in one scenario, they don't know I have the resentment. In the scenario where I win, they know I know we break up because of their unfulfillment. Oof. That's a tough one. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, watch Blue Box. Let me know what you think below. Let me see. What chat have to say about it? Honestly, I'd rather resent her. I'm used to being a fuck up. I like that. I'd forget in a year or two. That's what I'm saying. I agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I don't think that's the right or popular opinion on this one, but like that's as a man, that's how I feel about it. As a man, I'm used to getting punched. I'm used to getting knocked down. I'm used to picking myself up. I'll take this L. I'll feel some type of way about it for a little bit, but I will bounce back. I will be better. And as long as I got the girl, it's like I don't think it's not gonna be that bad. I just know naturally, me personally, I'm gonna go get more feats and more accomplishments anyways. This is just a bumper, one accomplishment that wasn't meant for me. So cool. I'm a little salty. She got it. I didn't. Whatever. Versus like if I win and in my happiest moment, I look down at my shawty and I just see any sense of hater in her. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And I'm like, what are we doing? Like, are you a hater right now? You hating on me? Like, and then we break up because of that. Oh man, that would crush me. That would honestly be like, when they say I'm just a girl. No, you're the reason why my homie hasn't been okay for 2 years. That would be me. I would be that homie. That's what that would do to me. She should have told him stop crying. It's just badminton pussy. Boo! I'll take. I'll take OG. I'll take. I'd acclimate the more fuck ups in time anyways. Y'all are terrible. But y'all let me know down below. What do you guys think about it? What's your Sekai, your choice? Would you rather, one more time, would you rather go to nationals and win, but the girl you like doesn't make it and also always feels unfulfilled, so you break up? Or you don't make nationals, but the girl does and wins, but you resent her, but y'all stay together? Let me know down below in the comments. All right, we're moving into the last part of the show, the finale. We're getting the home stretch. We gotta bring it home fast, bring it home tight. Nationals and win, she lose. You're terrible. You're terrible. You don't give a fuck about your hoes. At least I care about my hoes. All right. And for the grand finish, the awards of the week, we're getting into the first one, the romance of the week. As you can see, that goes the goddamn Dan. The Momo and Okarun coming to an understanding in such a beautiful but chaotic moment, really cementing that Okarun can't communicate and Momo is death crushing on our boy. The way that they just weave in the little romance factors in between the fabric of this crazy sci-fi ghost tale is fucking beautiful. They're in the middle of water, getting attacked. They have just a moment to themselves, and Momo says like, she screams at something about like, yeah, go back out to making out that girl. And Okarun's like, no, I need you to understand that's not what happened. He's like, anything that you're feeling right now, let it out so I could clear it up for you. Because I need you to know that whatever you think was happening just wasn't happening. And Momo listening to his words, and he followed up with a couple more really considerate lines. He's like, I don't want you to have to be the one to have this misunderstanding in your head. So please tell me what you're thinking so I could clear it up. It was honestly a lot of times like masculinity and manly things are like often talked about like feats and doing things of strength and like fucking flipping logs and shit. But sometimes it's having the ability to truly just communicate in a clear, concise manner where nobody has a misunderstanding and also being brave enough to say what the truth is at all times. And that's why Okarun seems like, the neat shutting, I don't know what I'm doing. But in his moments where he shines the most is when he has is when he's in a situation where normally the MC would like fumble by saying something stupid, doing something stupid, acting fucking weird. He really accidentally like locks into true manliness and like says like the exact, I don't want to say the perfect thing as if he's placating her, but he understands, he just says what speaks to her soul. And it's such an ability that even me as a man, I haven't mastered it. I can do it sometimes, I'm decent at it. But this man, when he locks the fuck in, he's like prime time Barry Sanders, bro. He's like MJ 96, 97, fucking Kobe 2011, goddamn D Wade 06, god damn Tom Brady in any of the championship years that he had. He's locked the fuck in. And I love that Momo's personality, although she wants to scream and cuss and be mad at him, in her heart of hearts, she knows the kind of dude that he is, and that she knows there's a misunderstanding. But she's just like that little moment, that little pang of pain of like, you might actually be hurting me, and insecurity. She kind of lets it take over. But when push comes to shove, she listens and she believes him. And Dan has such a fantastic way of doing that moment in like the craziest environment. It's fucking undefeated, bro. Absolutely fucking undefeated, bro. It's beautiful. They do a great job with it. I also love the moments when Aira is like, Ken Takamaru's mine, and Momo like drops the psychic abilities because like the name literally takes her out. Just little shit like that is just fucking amazing. Absolutely fucking love it. And I love that every time Okarun transforms, the first thing he says like, Momo, I missed you. I hate it here. I don't know why. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, the Okarun transformation is just like me sometimes. Every time I get around my partner, I'm like, oh my god, thank God you're here. Do you know how hard life is without you? And it's like, do you mean that? It's like, of course I mean that. Like, are you serious? Stupid, you my everything. And that's what his transformation side talks like. I fucking love it, bro. Dan being a romance anime is one of the wildest things of this season to me, because it's part battle shonen. It's like it's part a lot of things, sci-fi, horror, fantasy, but it's romance at the core. At the very core, it's romance. And if you don't believe so, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. It's actually a fucking romance, and it's a beautiful romance. Shout out Lady Gaga. The funniest moment, next award, funniest moment of the week. I ain't gonna lie. Again, this one goes to Dan. And the moment is, there's a moment, right? At the end, right? Back to the controversial part. They're all butt naked. Everybody butt naked right now in the hallway. And it's Momo and Okarun, and they take off fucking running. And then there's this moment where out of fucking nowhere, Aira comes hooking a fucking right as Momo and Okarun are running. She does like this crazy fucking 360 spin, and then she hits one of fucking these. She's like, hey, 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 hey. And she's like, oh my god, I'm butt naked too. And just starts fucking running. I'm like, this is the most extra shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I legitimately was almost crying fucking laughing because she makes no fucking sense doing it. She literally made no fucking sense doing it, bro. I swear on everything. That shit had me fucking crying. It was so funny. I made Lee run that shit back like 3 times. Cause it's so ridiculous. She just, honestly, I also love that Aira does not play about Okarun. I'm excited to see how that continues. I really am. Because from what I got, it goes Okarun likes Momo, Momo likes Okarun, Aira likes Okarun, but Okarun does not like Aira back. I'm a little bit of a simp, so I like the fact that a shawty that he doesn't want is after him. And I like the idea of maybe, one day Momo might entertain it. I'm just saying, no, I'm joking. I, as a freak, would like it to happen, but I also objectively know this is Momo and Okarun's show. Like, Aira's gonna have to learn her place, okay? She's gonna have to learn her place, and that's okay. But yeah, so that's the funniest moment when this girl Aira, this girl right here, this fucking girl right here just came sprinting out doing the fucking most. Like, look at the faces that they did to them, bro. Look at their fucking faces as they're running butt naked in the halls. And to be fair, the only one who's actually butt naked is Okarun. The shawties are still wearing like, okay, you know what? In that society, they're all butt naked. Let me not forget. In that society, they're all butt naked. Here, it'd be like, oh, they're just in a bikini. Nah, bro. There, bra, panties, dead. The next award, hands of the motherfucking week. This one goes to Goku versus the third Dragon Ball Tamagotchi and Dragon Ball Daima. I know we haven't talked about Dragon Ball Daima in a while, and that's because we've had a couple episodes that have just been kind of okay. They've been okay episodes. One of my favorite things is I love when I get a chance to just talk to my friends who are just watching regular shows. We were talking about how in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z that until there's actually a formidable opponent, like everybody's always getting washed. It's either sparring, fighting, image training, and then and if Goku or somebody's fighting like mob people, it's an absolute wash because the power levels is not even close. So, excuse me. Excuse me. So it's one of those things where like it looks like it's like, oh cool, he's beating their asses. Even when he fought Glorio and he went Super Saiyan for just a moment, just to like chop through the magic, it was like, oh, this is cool, but like, yeah. Yo, the fight that they fucking dropped this week, Goku versus the third Tamagotchi, was one of the best fights ever animated in all of Dragon Ball. I don't say that lightly because it looked beautiful. Not only did it look beautiful, the choreography for the fight was absolutely amazing. The staff versus the hammer, the way the fucking Tamagotchi was using the hammer, swinging the hammer. One of my favorite moments was like the hammer physics, right? So it's a known thing because I think we've seen it in the Avengers. It's a real life thing. Like even all hammers or mallets, there's a point on it where if you could apply pressure, then you can negate a lot of the damage that it's gonna do. But you have to be you basically have to parry that bitch. I love the moment with Goku literally parried the hammer and he blocked it perfectly in the point. The center mass of it was gonna crush him. He blocked it and he stopped it, right? The Tamagotchi's like, oh yeah, bitch. It starts like force pushing it against the wall. And he starts getting crushed. But because he's in the zero gravity, he's at the zero force point, it's like it's not working. So the whole mountain starts to go. So Goku's like, man, fuck all that shit. Boom, Super Saiyan busts out of it. Simple things like that. There's a moment where they're fighting, right? Goku slides, Akira slides, by the way, I feel like, under the Tamagotchi's legs, and he extends the staff as he's sliding. Now, classic Dragon Ball humor, he would like hit the Tamagotchi in the nuts, and then because it doesn't have nuts, it'd be like, doom, and he'll look down and he'd like do something Goku. No, no, no. They did not take the funny route in this fight. They took the serious route, and I never would expect it. So Goku slides under, he uses the staff, he kicks out one leg under the Tamagotchi, and then he retracts it, and he pokes out the knee of the other leg of the Tamagotchi, bringing it down. And it's like, it sounds like so simple, so subtle, but like you don't understand the level of mastery of martial arts you really have to even consider, like to even creatively thinking about that in a fight. You had to have watched a lot of martial arts to be like, yeah, and he's gonna slide on his legs. He's gonna use a classic slide and poke, a trip and poke move to take him down. And it's like y'all don't even have to do that, but that's so fucking fire. And there's another time where Goku gets smashed by the fucking hammer, right? And he gets sent flying, and he's trying to stop his momentum. So he extends the staff into the ground, and he puts his feet down, and he's just sliding back, and he fucking stops. And as soon as he stops, while the pole is still well grounded, he extendos that bitch at the fucking Tamagotchi. Look, I can literally talk for another 10 fucking minutes dissecting the fight between Goku and this third Tamagotchi. But I'm telling you, if you can skip all of Daima so far if you really want to. Just watch this fight, and just watching this fight alone would make you want to go back and watch Daima and be like, yo, how the fuck did we get here? Now, mind you, along that way, you're gonna find yourself watching a lot of classic Dragon Ball stuff, shenanigans, funny stuff, beating up on regular people. But this fight made it all worth it. I promise you, it made it all worth it. And we again have one of the prettiest fucking Kamehameyas I've ever seen. I love the fact that he's not trying to destroy the planet, so he does a very focalized beam, in the fight, and then Tamagotchi just kind of blocking it, and he's like, all right, fuck it, and he like sends like a pulse in the fucking Kamehameha wave, and then knocks it back. Oh my god, fucking amazing, bro. Yo, even while he's running away from the Tamagotchi, it's dope. When the hammer breaks and Goku says, all right, your shit's broken, I'm gonna put mine's away too. Let's run the fucking ones. It was just fucking amazing, bro. Fucking amazing. I will say though, I know I said it's one of the best fights in all of Dragon Ball history. You know, I ain't gonna hold you. The Goku Black, aka Zamasu versus Trunks and them, that arc, those are some good fights. Dragon Ball Super, the Tournament of Power had some fucking great fights. I just it's been and they all have great choreography, but what they lacked in the adultness of adult Goku and adult Kai Blast and a bunch of the extra shit, they've really made up for it in the choreography of the fight. It was dope. I really can't stop saying it enough. I don't want to say they made the fight feel realistic, but I could feel the gravity of the fight. The moments when Goku has to run, the moments where they're trading barbs, punches, blocking, all of it just felt right. None of it felt cheesed. None of it felt corny. None of it felt forced. The flow of the fight was magnificent, and that's what I'd want you to focus on. Of course, it was animated beautifully, but the flow of the fight, motherfucking chef kiss. But yeah, I do like going into Daima just a little bit. I will also say this episode was also one of the best episodes of Daima so far because we got literally the confirmation and the furthering of the subplot in realizing that Goku and friends are literally like a plan B, C, and D to someone else, or not even like a plan D, E, and F to somebody's A, B, and C plans right now. I like that we got the confirmation, we got the reminder. It's interesting because it's always one of those things where it's like, yeah, you think you can use them, but you don't realize how powerful they are. And by the time you realize how powerful they are, you got to know that double crossing them probably isn't going to work out for you. And I kind of feel like that's where, plan B, C, and D comes in. So we'll see what happens on that front. Daima's actually moving in a good direction as of right now. I'm not going to lie to you, it's hard with the shenanigan episodes and the episodes where they're just fighting kind of mob people, but the payoff that we're seeing right now is fan-fucking-tastic. So it'd be a good time to go check it out. It'd be a good time to go check it out. The next award we're jumping into is Most Despicable. Most Despicable for the week is not who you think it is, but it's who I want it to be. It's Atoshi Rin from rejecting his brother Sai when he needed him the most. Look, Sai's story is a sad but relatable one. He was a big fish in a small pond, and he went to the bigger pond, and he found out that he didn't want to be the fish no more. He wanted to be an octopus. And he came back and told his brother, yeah, we're not going to be the best fish in the world no more. I'm going to be the best octopus. You're going to be the best fish, though. And his brother's like, nah, either we both fish or fuck you. That's literally what happened. That's the easiest, lamest terms I could put it in. He went out into the world to be the greatest striker to ever live. He got humbled in his 4 years and realizing what it takes to be the greatest striker. But in that time, he realized, oh, I'm not going to be the greatest striker, but the greatest midfielder, I can fucking do that. I can do that, and I know I can do that, and I'm gonna do that. Watch me go make it work. The subtleties in how, if you look back at the episodes of Blue Lock and how Sai carries himself when he's talking, how the plans are made with the U20 Japan team, it makes so much sense why he's talking so much trash to his striker. He's like, look, I'm the best midfielder in the world. I'm literally giving you the ball in places where like the most subpar of the worst of the best strikers in the world would have made that. You can't even make that, bro. He's like, I put it where you should have got that. How are you fucking this up? He's like, I'm the best midfielder. You're not gonna get passes like this from nobody else, and you're still fumbling and fucking it up. You're useless. Get him the fuck out of here. And it just makes so much sense how he carries himself around that U20 team. Now, back to Ren and Sai, why Ren is the goddamn bad guy, why he's the most despicable, is his brother came to him with this information. What I took it as, Sai came back and said, like, I can't be the best striker. I'm gonna be the best midfielder. But I've seen you, Ren. You're gonna be the best striker, and I can make you the best striker. Me and you together will be best striker, best midfielder. It's like if you have two sons, one's a quarterback, one's a wide receiver. Like that's what you would. That's every dad's dream. Oh my god, I had twin boys. Oh my god, one's a quarterback, one's a receiver. He could throw through his fucking brother. Just get them on the same team and they're unstoppable. That's what Itoshi Sai wanted. But Itoshi Ren said, no, we're both whiteouts. No, he said, no, we're both, yeah, he said, yeah, we're both whiteouts. It's like, we're both whiteouts. You're going to be the best whiteout. I'm going to be the second best whiteout. We're both whiteouts or not. They're like, who's going to throw the ball? Dad? It's like, Dad don't got no arm. Like, why is Dad throw? No, we can't both be whiteouts. Somebody has to throw the ball. And Ren's like, nope, nope, both whiteouts or nothing. It's like, bro, what are you doing here? I think it was, while I understand why he rejected the notion of his brother not wanting to be the best striker anymore, it's one of those things like the moment your brother beat you in that one on one and humbled you, that was a moment for you to understand he's trying to show you. He's like, I am this much further ahead of you, and I'm not going to be the best striker in the world, but I still believe you can be the best striker in the world. I think that's like the biggest vote of confidence a brother or someone can give to another person. But Ren didn't take it that way. No, no, no. He took it as he was being abandoned. He took it as he was being lied to. He took it as, oh, I need to crush my brother so he can understand that we're no longer brothers anymore because he didn't want to live our dream, the promise that he made me. It's like if you just opened, use your emotions and listened, you would have heard that your brother still wants to play soccer. He still wants to play soccer with you, and he believes that you're going to be the best in the world with him by your side, with you by his side. But you didn't want to hear all that, Ren. You didn't want to hear all that, buddy. You just said, fuck you, low diff, skill issue. I'm going to be the best striker and you're going to have to watch me. It's tough, bro. But yeah, so I'm giving most of the stickball to Ren. He rejected his brother. I think his brother honestly just needed some love and like been told to be told Daijobu, it's gonna be okay. That's what he really needed to hear. And Rin was not comforting at all. He said, you're stupid, your new idea is stupid. I think you're fucking dumb, you're stupid, and I'm gonna beat your ass. We're not brothers anymore. And Sai was like, okay, if I beat your ass, then we're not doing this no more. And he beat his ass, bro. So yeah, it was interesting that this path of destruction is because that he feels like he's being rejected. This was one of the most interesting and refreshing turn of character motivation. Because again, I was fully expecting Itoshi Sai to be on the wrong side of history, but we find out Itoshi Ren is on the wrong side of history. Who the fuck knew? Who the fuck knew? But with this new episode of Blue Lock coming up, I'm very much looking forward to Sai and Shadow because we already know Shadow will put that ball in the goal from any fucking where. And I can only imagine with an egoist, with if Sai is really the best midfielder in the world or he plans on being it, and you give him an egoist who can score and will score from any fucking range or direction, yeah, man, Blue Lock might be cooked. I ain't gonna hold you, Blue Lock might be cooked. But we're gonna see. I'm interested. But yeah, so that's the most despicable. Most despicable. Next award, we're going to. Ooh, this is not good. We're going to best plot twist. The best plot twist of the week is a simple one. I'm gonna keep this one short. Senshui's Bankai being so risky, but also being sexy ass hoe for real is actually the biggest plot twist. I could not imagine what, and because we talked about this before the show with some people in the chat, that if you watch all the Bleach filler, specifically the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc, you would already know that Senshui's Zanpakuto is a shoddy. Not just any shoddy, a fine ass little shoddy. A yandere kind of shoddy too. You would know that, but two, his Bankai power very much plays as acts and not as like a play. I feel like it's a play on the fact that his Bankai is games and then it ends in a play. So you start by playing and then you finish with the play, but I'm not sure. But the plot twist is, yeah, once again, as risky as his Zanpakuto is, his Bankai even riskier. and that you have to take damage. You kind of have to be near death. And if I am correct, which I believe I'm correct, once you use this Bankai, you die. I'm pretty sure once you use this Bankai, you die, or you're at least on the death's door. So it'll be interesting to see, like, how do we get back from this? We've already lost one head captain. We can't lose another head captain. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Do I believe Shunsui is strong as hell? Yes. Do I think he's stronger than old man Yamamoto? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that right there. But yeah, so that's the best plot twist of the week. Sentry's Bankai being a baddie, I fucking loved it. Um, Next award, L character of the week. I typically don't always do an L character of the week, but I felt inspired to do this L character of the week because I reminded what I got. I remembered last week we did Mikado from Ranma as most despicable for his taking of Ranma's lip virginity and his continued pursuit of Akane's lip virginity. But now I'm upgrading L character of the week to Ryoga from Ranma because Ryoga is actually almost just as bad as Mikado. But specifically, he gets a character of the week because, in light of the lip stealer Mikado continuing his assault on Akane, right? Assault on Titan, right? I still can't forgive Ryuga for his invasive presence in Akane's life as Pichan being the pig and just like being laid up under her. But also, I don't like the fact that every chance he has to sabotage Ranma, he really takes that chance to sabotage Ranma. Like I fully understand that Ryoga and Ranma are not friends. They're not friends. And I put the quotation marks, Spotify, you probably can't tell. I put the quotation marks because I understand that, they're a rivalry. But at the same time, it's like when you're doing this dirt to get close to Akane and she doesn't know it's you, and what you're doing is pretty invasive, and you're sabotaging like her fiance slash the man who was there first, I kind of have to look at you funny, bro. I just do. Because, like, what's your plan here? You want to get close to her, but you're not getting close to her as you. Like, as you, Ryoga, you're just a weirdo to her that comes and goes. You're kind of helpful, but you're definitely weird as fuck, and you're always battling with Ranma. So it's not like really you're doing anything to help yourself. And then when you're Peachon, she doesn't know that's you. So you're getting all this unwarranted, undeserved love, affection, physical touch, quality time, and you're just relishing in it. But like, I don't see you putting in the work, and I put work in quotations again, to really approach her and get her in a proper way. Like, I see you sabotaging Ranma, but I don't see you trying to help Akane. And the one time I saw you try to help Akane, you kind of like went OD and then it didn't go well and she ended up getting hurt on accident, mind you, on accident, had nothing to do with you. But like, yeah, Ryoga, you're out character of the week because you always blocking Ranma and you're not, and it makes me cringe sometimes. It really makes me cringe the actions and when you decide to take action on what you do. And you're very invasive to Akane. And I look at Mikado weird because he's trying to steal her lips, steal a kiss of the lips, but like you're doing almost way worse. You're doing almost way worse. But you're the rival. You're supposed to help Ranma and Akane realize their feelings, but I don't like how he goes about it. And I'm just gonna leave that there. So that's why this week I felt it needed to give a character of the week to Ryoga. Look at him. That's why he crying. That's why he crying too. But anyways, last but not least, last award of the week, we're getting into Don. Without a doubt, I don't think I have to really explain this one. I don't think I have to go into a tirade. I don't think I have to talk about Dan more right now than I already talked about today. You already know the vibes. Nessie, Chiquita Dude, Sarah Sapiens, Try to R word, got bodied, got clapped up, Okarun tango dancing. It was just beautiful episode beginning to end. And again, they inject the romance smack dab at the heart of it, so you can't ignore it, you can't avoid it. They have funny moments, they have awesome animation, no ass pulls, plot builds on top of itself. Dan is gonna go down as one of those ones, bro. It's gonna go down as one of those ones. Like I'm right now, I'm rating it up here like with and possibly above Chainsaw Man. Cause there's a lot of there's because when you look at like the genre of what this is, I I feel like Chainsaw Man had a lot of emotional impact moments, but also just gore for the sake of gore moments. Dan is doing all that and then some. It's doing all that and then some, and it's fun. That's the other thing. Chainsaw Man had fun moments, right? Not saying fun makes it better. Chainsaw Man had fun moments, but Dan is fun, bro. It's just fucking fun, bro. Just from the intro to how they depict shit, how they share information, how the characters interact with each other. It's just fucking fun. Even when you're horrified, they find a way to make you laugh. Even when you're sad, they find a way to make you feel feelings. Even when you're in your feelings, they find a way to make you feel romance. And then the animation is just, look at this. It's just fucking gorgeous at times. It's absolutely insane. The detail that they go into in some of the scenes. That's why there's not very many shows I shouldn't say tolerate because it sounds bad. There's not very many shows I am willing to go out of my way to watch again for the second time and in dub. Dan is one of those ones I can't wait to do it, but I'm gonna wait till the whole season is done. Me personally, I'm gonna wait till the whole season is done. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on stream or not. I feel like that'd be a fun stream to like do 3 episodes at a time, do like 3 or 4 episodes at a time, and just knock it out like over the course of a week or two. That could be dope. Maybe I'll put on Patreon, but I also haven't been on my Patreon in forever, which is kind of telling about my ability to be quite a piece of shit. But yeah, with that being said, yeah, fantastic. It was a good week of anime because of the holidays. It was a little bit weird the order with which I watched stuff and how I had to adjust things. I didn't have as much time to ruminate and marinate on everything that I watched, and I actually had to watch a lot of things like back to back to back instead of being split over 2 days. So, I feel like I binged a lot faster than I'm used to. I didn't have much time to ruminate. So I feel like my thoughts were kind of, inconcise on this one. But I think we had a good ass time on this episode of Sauce Maho Radio. It was a very good episode, a very good time, and I appreciate you guys all. We're gonna jump into the chat, read what they had to say, see if we have any call-ins, and then after that, Nationals, Rin crashing out. Yo, big ass crash out. Biggest and loudest crash out. The low key NTR and Ranma is disturbing. How so? Wait, how do you think that NTR and Ranma is disturbing? Talk about that. I feel like Pichan. Oh, that makes you uncomfortable too, right? Yeah, I feel like it's not talked about enough. And it's one of those things I try not to bring it up too much because like if I had to bring it up every time I felt it, it would be like every fucking episode. But it's very fucking invasive and uncomfortable. See what Akane every night? Yeah, I don't like it, bro. I definitely don't like it. Definitely don't like fuck that. Yeah. I'm not a fan, bro. I'm not a fan at all. It's like I could definitely do without that all the way. But at the same time, I understand it's supposed to get him closer to Akane, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. Cool. It's worse than dude stealing a kiss. I ain't gonna hold you. The only reason I don't say it's worse than dude stealing a kiss is because I understand Ryuga is supposed to be like a second, third dairy lead, and later on he'll probably clean up his act and stop doing that, and he'll be a stand-up character, probably, potentially. So I try not to shit on him too much because I don't want to deal with the community backlash. But yeah, without a doubt, he's way worse than Mikado. Like him and Mikado, both of them need to go to prison. But like Mikado's gonna serve 7 years, and I need P-chan to serve like 20 years. That's really how I feel about it. At least he upfront about it. He is upfront about it. Very upfront about it. Like disgustingly upfront about it. You know what? You're right. I'm reducing him to 2 years. He could do 5 years. He could do 5 years, and P-chan could do 15 years. Easy, low diff. Fuck out of here. But yeah, well, that ends this episode of Sauce My Whole Radio. Let me know what you guys think about the community notes. Talk about just the tip. Comment down below. Tell me what were your awards of the week. How did you feel? What was the best hands? What was the best romance to you? Let me know in the comments down below. If you listen to this on Spotify, be sure you go join the Discord so you can be a call in. Make sure you check out the Twitch so you could type if you don't want to call and you can be part of the discussion every Monday night on Twitch. I am DN, formerly known as Director Nasty. This has been another episode of Sus Maho Radio. Always remember, never forget, drink your water, wash your ass, and if you got the sauce, share the sauce with somebody. We out.